Does the unexplained and unknown also inspire and arouse you? Topic inspired by life, the interwebs. Watching a some more Bigfoot UFO stuff on the interwebs on YouTube, an interview one, and I like this one that is just curious as to, does Bigfoot follow the same laws of physics? Does it do something else? And why does this inspire me, arouse my curiosity? It's because I think it's a great question. I think I, again, hit an, I think I hit an apex in my life at one point where I had the bitches, the car, the money, and orgasms and fun, drinks. And there was a voice or a feeling or a sense, whatever you want to call it, that it was like, no, no, this is not the final boss, the last stage, your final form. And I remember going on, one day I had just, I don't know if it was a bad day or a day where I realized that, I could have, I could have died that day. And I went on a road trip, and I'm going to various countries and various states, various cities, to do business. And that's what inspired me to do that, because I was like, fuck, man, I almost kicked the bucket, and I never would have known this or that or done this again. I think the death of Kobe only shows how small we think. Where we think that someone who plays a game, plays a game, plays a game, plays with a ball, a basketball, a ball. Um, yeah, I know it's various cities, a lot of training, a lot of practice. But for people to say that there goes a hero, uh, what does what standard does a person hold as something being noble or honorable or incredible? I remember one dude who used to live by the opposite side of the law, breaking the law, breaking the law, who got squared away and got after it, became an effective businessman. I remember him and his wife sharing with me their unexplained stories. If you met this dude, yeah, because I'll tell you from when I first met him, like, that's a big, strong motherfucker. falsify them, yeah, very likely would not be a fun time. Different people in his network. Heard other unexplained stories. A different case. From one of his clients, I learned a trucker story that a trucker story where other truckers had told him not to stop by at this stop. At a certain stop, no matter what, and he found himself tired, fatigued to the point of falling asleep while driving. So what does he do? When he comes by this exit, he stops and sleeps, and with a full load as he's delivering, something picks up his semi truck, his big rigs, and picks it up and shakes it left to right. And his instinct was just get out of there. And he knew that not to stop there when he stopped there, but it's a dude that said, "Yeah, well, this guy's just bullshitting. It's got to be all right." I remember hearing from another person in that network that knows somebody who knows somebody. Went to their house for a barbecue, and I remember he was actually an athlete, professional athlete, a retired professional athlete, and he was saying how he used to one time took a shortcut with his brother, and he saw these little black beans, solid black with solid red lights, like the red eyes that were shining, illuminated. Saw them, froze, observed a bit longer, and then just ran home. He says he's never thought, I believe he said that he never knew that he could actually run so far um, without stopping. That's how much fight he had. I had another friend who was a brawler, cool guy. Rest in peace. He got married. And he told me his unexplained story on the road. And his sister's a badass, just like he's a badass. Um, I think had a pretty Disney upbringing compared to his. So he's a tough motherfucker, and so is his sister. And I forgot what he said where the road trip was at, but him and his sister went. And I forget which one was driving, but he says that they had seen an old man in the middle of the road, and it was too late to stop and brake for him. So they literally ran him over. But as they were running him over, he went through the car, transparent like a hologram. And the sister, again, the badass, just told me, hey, shut up. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to remember that. And my friend laughs. He's like, yeah, man, that happened, man. It was fucking creepy, man. He made a light of that note, but he was freaked out. Yeah, but it was, I like the laughter in it because I think, I think when we can laugh at our ignorance versus somebody who's so serious, like, yeah, man, I know what the truth is. I know what riches are. I know what it is to be the best. Where someone could, you know, see their ignorance in that. Maybe there is more out there. What do I know? And to hear more of those stories, and that's the unexplained and the unknown. I've shared this story before, but I remember when you know I worked for this one asshole, and he was talking down to me, and I thought, it was a perfect time to murder him and all the witnesses. Just increase the IQ of the area by wiping out such fucking idiots. But once that thought went through my mind, I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. And just picked up my gear and left. And I know that at that time I had 60. I'm pretty sure it was $67 and change, and I put $60. I'm like, fuck. Well, $60 for the gas tank. I filled up my gas tank, $60. And I said, well, you know what? You know what I gotta do tomorrow? First, I gotta blow my nose. That was a major catapult. When that happened, that was a major catapult to get onto my artistic journey of capitalism. And it took me to various cities to work and live in over 100 cities. Blow my nose again. To live and work in various countries from then on. And one of the stories shortly afterwards was I just thought, what's down the street? I was in LA at the time, and for me, down the street is this. I said, well, where can I go visit down the street? Phoenix, Arizona. All right, when I get over there, what can I go see? What can I go visit? I got no contacts. How can I make money? Who should I sell to? Where can I find customers? I remember during this time, I think many people at that time, and I can't ask a lot of people for advice, because I think a lot of people would have just, a lot of what I've been raised by, grown up with, surrounded by, went to school, the gym, to work, shopped with, shopped along with, stuck in traffic with. The feeling was pretty much, oh, whoa, that's the boss. You gotta do what you gotta do. And I thought, sort of, but there's more out there, man. And so eventually it took me down the street, right, to Phoenix. And that's what you call real fucking sandstorms or dirt storms, whatever the fuck you call them. Here in LA, that's just fucking, I don't know. No, fucking over there, it looks like describe it, but just like someone was clean a fucking vacuum with a solid red dirt. To me, everything, a lot of it, that say, felt spread out, dry. But I thought, man, after driving, knocking on doors, I was like, fuck, man, this is not a good start here. Where it looks like me actually spend money instead of make money. But eventually, I knocked on enough doors to eventually break even. But I remember going to one tattoo shop, and they liked my designs. Knocked on them. But when I first walked in there, I checked out some tattoo designs. And also the dudes, they were islanders. I don't know if they were from Fiji or New Zealand or Hawaii, but big, strong motherfuckers. And it seemed like the whole crew was there, but when I showed up, I could tell that I was being sized up because I was looked up and down. And that was towards the end of my day. And, I made a sale, and I thought, good, I've broken even for the day. Blow my nose here. Because I thought, you know what, these gas and food was covered, good. Never mind, if I have to sleep in my car, fuck it. But remember, the dude looked at me and says, hey man, you look tired. He's like, come join us for dinner. And a very polite way, polite and welcoming, orderly way to invite a stranger, man. And I had chicken and rice. They had rice on a little steamer in the back, and then they had a grill outside in the back of the building. And the reason that this still gets to me, is because I could have just shut up. I could have just told when the boss was talking down on me. Came in the next day, my tail between my legs, and just be like, oh, whoa, I'm just not going to pay attention to it. Well, he's the boss, and let him do whatever he wants to do. I'm just going to get paid. And then just be filled with hate. It's not a topic right there, because people are saying if I'm full of hate, I have a heart full of hate. And I think I have an abundance of it, but I think that I'll dissect that in a following video. Because I know other people that stayed there. At that old shop I was at that I left, and they weren't happy. And then when I was telling them about what I had done, where I have been, it's like, oh man, I wish I could have done that. I was like, dude, you saw me designing and printing and getting shit ready. I had no plan date. But when this opportunity came, I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Perfect time, it's now, go. And it's gotten to the point that it is annoying when you ask me, hey, where you been, man? Oh man, how was that like? Especially if because I think most people do have the same opportunities, skills, gas stations, cars available as I do. if you work anywhere for 1, 2, 3, or 5 years, and yeah, but when I was eating that, I thought, fuck, man, I shouldn't be here. In theory, I shouldn't be here because I thought of another sucker, some coward, some race bait, or some piece of shit, some junkie that I grew up with, went to school with, just not pursuing the life that they had mentioned earlier in getting, and not achieving or working towards that design or station. And I don't get that. I don't get that. And I know people will kick me while I'm down. Will say, "Well, man, well, look at you now, man. It's like, man, you ain't no baller no more. You're a baller on a budget here. What have you shown me?" I remember someone said, "Well, where's the money at?" And I thought, I remember when that motherfucker said that, and I thought, I'm probably gonna go. This is a motivation to get up earlier tomorrow. I know where I want to go sell. All right, cool. And I'll earn their paycheck, their 2 week paycheck in a day. And when you tell people, I can't remember Slim, which rapper it was. It said something like, you know, something like, "I'm not here to collect breadcrumbs. Let's go and get the whole damn bread truck." And I like that because, and people that know me, you know, they know that when I've done something new, learned a new skill, new trade, new city, new whatever, I said, "Hey, dog, look at this. Look, man, this is more. It's basically, this is more gold. There's more gold out there than I could mine, and it sucks because maybe one day you'll just get a flake or two. But check it out. It was a whole year. Maybe there were 9 days where I found gold bars." And people expect to find the gold bar after one day of work. I'm like, well, look, got a couple flakes, maybe an ounce at the end of the week of gold. But look, man, it's you know reinvest that into your tools. And I sigh because you know in now in the year 2020, shit. If I was to have these tools at my starting point, fuck, fuck, nah, man. I would have had a lot more fun. Just my train of thought because it's all just speculation, theory. Yeah, man, I've invited people, man, men and women. Let's do this. Well, how much are you gonna pay me? Well, what if we don't earn money? What do we make? Okay, well, you answer if you don't earn money. If you don't earn money, guess what you answer to me? I don't earn money either. And you know what's funny and pathetic is that it's my Marines that they understand me. Where it's like, well, obviously you jump off into the fucking deep end without a backup or a swim buddy or a lifeguard present. Fuck it, if it's got to get done, it's got to get done. And And to me, I like that. I like that a lot because it's like, oh, no fucking shit. That's what you do. No fucking shit. I need to color that in there before I get smudged up. But yeah, after having that dinner there, I did tear up because I thought, I shouldn't be here. I should be from from what that high school, from what that dumb motherfucker that came to my high school, who graduated from my high school, that went to my whatever government or statistics class, whatever the fucking stupid waste of time class it was. Said, yeah, hey guys, you guys could once you graduate here, you could drive here with me at this Frito-Lay truck. Again, people that know me, you don't know that I don't give a fuck if you're a dishwasher, toilet scrubber, Frito-Lay, a gardener, landscaper, ballerina, a taco maker, a dog walker, the person that helps people cross the street. Good. We need those people. That shit needs to get done. Garbage men, love garbage men. I love plumbers. I don't know who I love more. And the reason I love those guys is because I definitely do not want to do that. Nope. Nope. I don't want to be swimming in shit, picking up shit, roadkill, and then going home and bringing that smell into my home, into my bedroom, into my kitchen, into my bathroom, into my area, and then just have that smell, man. I worked at McDonald's, and even when I worked at fast food, I remember smelling. I was like, I'm being in a car, or even getting ready to go to sleep, and I thought, first I'm gonna blow my nose here. I thought, fuck, did a fucking French fry get under my shirt? Did I step on it? Did I step on the French fry? That it's here? What the fuck's that smell? And no, that was just me. It was in my pores already. But yeah, those guys, we need them. But you see, there's a huge difference between, and there's certain people I don't like, that I don't want to speak to, communicate, hang around with. Because they're just like this one, like certain serial killers, child rapists, child molesters, kidnappers, criminals, murderers that literally um, go to church every Sunday and you know and confess their sins, I guess, or some shit like that. That the most amazing example was Ariel Castro, I believe. Where even his victims pointed that out in court. He would go to church and come home and rape them. He had them tied up. And it just, it gets me when I just see people, oh, I believe in Buddha, I believe in Allah, I believe in whatever that dream catchers, I believe in Jesus, I believe in this and that. They'll put on a big show. I'm proud of my raza. I'm proud of my people, and then they'll do it only for just for what they'll keep that for the advancement of their own shit, of complete selfishness. Nothing out of the values of what's being mentioned, of what they're praising or praying to or flaunting or I'm getting lost here. And yeah, people can't even keep a plain discipline. That's been the hardest thing. Let me blow my nose here. I'll say the civilian world. It's fucking, it's awesome, man. The theory of it, the theory of it is simple and easy. But there's always a motherfucker that I ran into more motherfuckers trying to sabotage you, steal from you, hate on you because you're getting there earlier and working later. Because you're making me look bad if you do all that work. No, man, do the minimum. Oh, man, let's just get high and drunk. Fuck it, man. Whatever, man. Fuck those people, man. Let's go party. And they never, and then they wonder. That's probably why I have a problem with a lot of Kobe fans. Because Kobe wasn't like that. I think what Allen Iverson asked him, hey, Doug, what are you doing after the game? And he said, Kobe had asked him, and he says, Allen Iverson said that he's going to the club, and Allen asked him, where are you going? He said, I'm going to the gym. How many of us? No, man, I'm gonna go to this barbecue again this Sunday, just like the past Sunday and the 52 Sundays past for the last year. And it's my godmothers, it's my goddaughters, it's my nieces, my nephews, my daughters, my sons, my grandma's, whatever, birthday party, whatever. They were D Wade and Kobe were representing America in the Olympics. He went to a morning workout, and when he got there at the gym early, what he thought was early was Kobe was already there working out, and you know, I always found it, and I don't know what the word is, unanswered, or it should be confused me when when I used to go work out early in the morning, and I thought, damn, look, people are still asleep. I'm already, you know, fucking getting at the gym at 5:05, and I think, why isn't there more traffic on the road? Why isn't everyone going to the gym or to the beach or to walk their dogs or reading or stuff like that? And I remember one time I was stunned by this one girl that I forgot to. I fucked up and I didn't get her number because she was hot and delicious tits, but I thought that was all cool. But when she was saying, "Yeah, I'm just reading this," I forgot what book it was, but she was reading it for her own pleasure, and I thought she had said something like, you gotta read to learn, to grow, to know more. And I just thought, man, those bomb. And what I should have done is like, hey, well, look here, write your number in my book here, and we'll trade books when we're done reading. And because that's rare. That is rare here in Los Angeles. And yes, I've been hoeing around all along the west coast of North America. Yes, that is rare. Oh man, you're a whore. Yes, I am. lost my train of thought. Them titties made me lose my focus. Yeah, I'm so used to, well, it's raining, it's cold, or no, I have just enough for my family. Well, I just have enough for my daughter. Well, I need it just to, my son could be happy, just for my family. Well, I gotta get home. Oh, that's not in my job description. I remember this one dude that was making big bucks, and I could tell he was sizing up this one motherfucker to see if he would work for him or team up with him in future projects. And the guy was bragging about, yeah, man, I don't do that sort of stuff. And he remarked with the guy with the gold in his pocket said, "Oh, let me guess, it's not in your job description, huh?" He's like, "That's right, it's not in my job description." And I could see that this guy who was so accomplished said, "Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. He doesn't want to win." And I can't think of the number of times where it wasn't my job to pick up a broom or throw out the trash, square things away, or organize this or that. It needs to get done, so do it. Should have had some cold on there, I think so. Do it over here first. Make a note here. Heart full of hate. Do I have it? Find out on the next episode.